2, 1. That was Teddy Swims. James Baldwin once said that the most segregated day in America is high noon on Sunday. Obviously, he was referring to the fact that a lot of Americans go to church, but we all seem to serve different. Apparently, God has a lot of franchises. One God, but apparently a lot of different franchises. And a lot of different perceptions. It is supposed to be a loving day, a day where we reflect with our Creator and fellowship, but it seems like we do those around people who look and think like us. I think that in addition to that, you can extrapolate out that Sunday, a Super Bowl Sunday, is different too. It is different in terms of what you believe and how you worship, who you voted for. Like if you were a MAGA, you probably were insulted by what you saw yesterday. You saw a black man singing the national anthem. You saw the Negro national anthem. You saw you saw Kendrick Lamar do a very subversive number. And so you probably are very angry. As a matter of fact, Donald Trump said specifically that Kansas City probably lost because of DEI. But see, NFL is not Target. It's not Walmart. It needs black people for real. Without black people that day, that would have been rugby and nobody would have watched that. So it was the first time to me in about since Donald Trump took over that black was being celebrated. It was the first time. If you were of his ilk, you probably got insulted, and you were raving at the machine, and you can even look at the social media, and you can tell if you got your glasses on your head and a camo shirt on, you hated it. But it was the first time for me, from my perception, since Donald Trump took office, that I was proud. I saw the national anthem, being sung by a black man. I saw the Negro national anthem. I saw Kendrick Lamar number, and I saw the subversiveness of it all. I saw Sam Jackson playing. So it made me proud. It's the first time since this man took office that I felt any pride like that. But for him, it was anger. And what made me the most excited is that he had to watch all this. The man who has, since the 20th of January, has been trying to dismantle and destroy both black history and DEI, blaming everything on black people from DEI, from airplanes falling out of the sky, to fires, to now a Super Bowl. It was the first time that the man who has committed an assault on our history, an attack on our history, an attack on our way of being, had to sit there and watch us be excellent. He had to sit there and watch it all happen. And there was nothing he could do about it. Because unlike Target and unlike Walmart and all these companies that capitulate to this MAGA mindset, football can't. Football can't. They need us. And they have to have us. And you might be mad and you might pout, but there's one place we rule supreme, and that's that field. And you had to see us. It wasn't even a white quarterback, which had to be killing them. It wasn't like if you want to see white that day, you had to look up in the owner's box. But it was the first time since this happened, since January 20th, that I think a lot of black people got to feel a sense of pride. A man who has been assaulting our history from day one had to see it. And the great thing about that is that you can keep trying to take our history, and we'll damn sure keep making it. That's a little note from the GED section. Got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's D.L. Hughley Show.